What's going on, guys? Sacred Black Sheep 5555 with another video. And the decks we are going to be using, as I stated in my last video, right? The Dragon Tarot. Shit. Damn it. I knew I was supposed to do something before I clicked on this video. Dragon Oracle cards. Oh, actually, let me just not even show you the cards and go right into it. So we have the human design system, Raid I Ching cards, which I literally just did an unboxing for. If you want to go check that out. And the card that fell out was the Marian Maiden. So we're gonna try to figure that out, whatever that means. Then we have the movie matinee oracles. I still feel like that music is loud. The movie matinee oracles, matinee. I don't know how you would say that. The Beyond Lemuria oracles, so y'all can see that. I gotta work on my hand gestures and shit. I was looking at my last reading, or I'd be looking at my other readings, my other videos, and I'd be like, you be so quick to just show it off and not really show it off for real. You be thinking that, I'd be showing it off, but my hand getting away, because I'm a left-hander, y'all, so. But the Dragon Oracles. Maybe I should put that over here. What else? Okay, that was the oracles. Okay, now we go into the tarot, which was the Dragon Tarot. So there we go with that hand again. Already this box. I haven't really used these cards like that, and this box is already just damaged. Damaged. So, okay. Starman Tarot. I used to have the box for this, but during my times of travels, I guess during my homeless period, I was trying to really condense, certain things as far as storage wise, and I ended up getting rid of the box. But this is what the deck looks like, though. Starman Tarot, inspired by David Bowie. The song that's playing right now is Music Sounds Better With You by Stardust, which is formerly Daft Punk, or I think one of the members is from Daft Punk, or they both could have been in it. And then we have the Philly Tarot. Okay. So we're going to pull from the Beyond Lemuria first. Oh, why was that turned over? Loving Compassion was already flipped over, but I'm not going to take that though. But that could be significant stuff. Music Sounds Better With You, Loving Compassion. Love might bring us back together. That's how somebody feels, Nate, right? I hope y'all are feeling well today. And this heat, y'all. This heat, yeah, the heat. It's been kicking our asses, kicking my ass a little bit, and I got air conditioning, but I don't know. Please let me know, because I really don't know how to work a thermostat. So when the air conditioner is on, do you turn it up? So do the numbers go up to make it colder, or do we keep the numbers lower to keep it cooler? And it's like that always confuses me when it comes to the air conditioner. I know when you turn the heat on, of course you turn the numbers up to bring some heat in there. But I know when it comes to the cold, though, I think don't the numbers need to drop in order for it to be cool? At the bottom of the deck we have Trust Your Inner Sense. So wow, maybe that does connect then with the Marian Maiden, because it was something. I'll read that card off to you as well. Evolution. Consider what evolution means to you. Is your evolution about growth, expansion, adaptation, success, or becoming a better version of yourself? Look for ways to flourish in the face of challenge. Break a problem down to its element. Be creative and consider how you can make it more fun and inspiring. Alternatively, ask how you can learn, grow, and become stronger through what is happening for you. You may be pushed to greater and deeper learnings, and it might be an uncomfortable process, but the strength, growth, and wisdom that come from journeying through the eye of the storm and embodying this knowledge is something no teacher can show you. Self-learning, self-discovery. ESP is now playing by NERD. There's your intuition. Well, actually, that's your sixth sense. But with the Gate 54, Gate 54, the Marian Maiden, I kind of like when I have my camera flipped the other way instead of actually seeing whatever. But it says, interaction is in the mundane social context, but also one's mystical and cosmic relationship. Transformation is possible through the mastering of instincts. Then it has these lines: 6, selectivity; 5, magnanimity; 4, enlightenment/endarkenment; 3, covert interaction; 2, discretion; and 1, influence. And at the bottom it says ambition, the drive to rise above. So I'm also getting like a spiritual ascension. But in my unboxing, I was getting like the High Priestess from this. And at the bottom of these decks, it says after completion. So yeah, spiritual ascension. And then here we go, after completion. In the spiral of life, all ends are beginnings. The future is dependent upon establishing with certainty the validity of a pattern. The fuel is to question. Nostalgia, affirmation, memory, continuance, structuring, composure, doubt. Doubt is an essential inspiration. So you got evolution, you have ambition, doubt here. Let me read the bottom of that, because this is trust your inner sense. And then, the song from NERD is talking about how you gotta, basically you have ESP, but you ain't gonna use it though. He's basically trying to challenge you to go against what he's saying as well. So sometimes it can be hard to decipher between intuition and what our mind is telling us. Stories, projections, or fear can arise under the guise of intuition. To distinguish truthful inner guidance from paranoia, we must return to innocence, to our purest essence. Here we have access to the truth of our being. Honesty is more than not lying to yourself. It is also about not withholding and having deep transparency within yourself. Learn to trust and be absolutely honest with yourself. In your heart of hearts, you hold the answers. Notice the first thought you have before you second guess yourself. Listen and honor these. Trust your inner sense, your instincts. That's what it says in this card right here. If you can see that, because what I'm looking at is very blurry and whatever, but it says instincts right there. So evolution and instincts. The Marian Maiden. It also gives me it says the Marian Maiden. So it could be that you might be getting married. You're about to take that next step in your life. But also to your faith with God. They always say that you are his bride or something like that. I'm not really religious, y'all. I'm not really that spiritual either. I dabble in both. Because if you follow me on Twitter, I have a pinned comment that says, well, it's something that I wrote and then I pinned it myself. but I wrote that I'm neither religious nor spiritual. However, I do believe that God exists, and I base my faith heavily around that. I live my life that's based heavily in my faith, and then I hashtag Enoch, because Enoch was one of the people that are mentioned in the Bible, and they don't really go into details who Enoch was in the Bible for obvious reasons, but they made it seem like, you know, he was a man just who lived his life on faith. He didn't really do, you know, the traditional religious shit. He didn't get into, you know, witchcraft and stuff like that. I mean, maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know. Once we find the Book of Enoch, we really learn the truth of what he was really doing. But they really made it seem like, you know, the man was flawed, but God still favored him. And because Enoch still put his faith in God, regardless of the good and bad, you know, God took him out. He didn't kill him off. He just took him off this earth. And that's how I'm trying to live my life. Shit. Just imagine when the rapture happens and then, you know, he just like starts scooping motherfuckers up. You know? Smile is now playing by Lily Allen. Smile. Okay. So we have the dusty pink dragon from Andromeda. Again. I pulled her up in the last, and not my last reading, but maybe the last time I had these cards out. But it says, prepare all your chakras to embody higher love, accept and irradiate higher love, touch others with its flame. Love, love, love. Wow, we write smile. And again, like I said before, when this card came up, music may have some connection to you. You may be clairaudient. That's probably one of your gifts that you're going to get after this completion. You know, this Marian maiden, whoever you are. I'm going to pull another one. All right, well, I wanted to pull one and then two came out, so that's fine. At the bottom of the deck, we have Pure White Dragon from Orion. Transforms your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Process what you know, act with truth and honesty. Let your wings of light grow and expand. So what I'm getting from that, based off, well, you know, the cards that we already have out, with your ascension, well, after your completion, I feel like, you know, if I'm talking about the High Priestess, she feels what she knows. High Priestess is also a spiritual teacher. If the Hierophant is the religious teacher, then the High Priestess is the spiritual teacher. But they both go hand in hand, so it doesn't really matter. You know, religious, spiritual, it's still in connection of God. But it's the knowledge that you have now, you turn it into wisdom. So you get to be, you're able to teach people in a way that, you know, only you know how to do. With this evolution and trusting in your inner sense. But the other card that fell out is, oh, why is that ripped off at the bottom corner? That's not good. The blue dragon from the Pleiades prepares you to accept source healing. Accept a heart activation. Give and receive heart healing. Your love prepares you to access source knowledge or source healing. High Priestess, she feels what she knows. She's connected to source. So, ooh, look at you. You gonna be a healer now. Yes. Through love, you'll be able to heal people with your hands and maybe even with music. Music therapy may be something that you can help with the collective on how to heal. Dark blue dragon. So you have blue dragon and then you have dark blue dragon. So you have pink and blue and dark blue. So those could be colors that are you know, significance or that may stand out to you. But dark blue galactic dragon helps you listen to the voice of the universe. See, being really connected with source, being connected with God. God is source. He's the higher power. People want to act like, you know, oh, when the spiritualists, they want to use names like source and stuff. They don't really believe in God. No, it's just that he has so many damn names that like that's and people use his name in vain, that it's hard to really trust people in these groups sometimes. So this is why you gotta trust your inner sense when people come in and they want to talk and preach about God and stuff like that. What is it that they're trying to like teach you? Because most of these preachers most of these preachers, they be really trying to berate you and belittle you and make you feel bad about the things that you do that you do in your life. Only you can really make that judgment on yourself, and then even then you shouldn't even beat yourself up about it, because God already knows where your heart is at. He knows your intentions. But it says, helps you listen to the universe, the voices of the universe, ignites the codes of your master blueprint, access cosmic wisdom, and enter higher service. Like I said before, you're going to be a teacher. You're going to be a healer. Like a healer though. Like, you might be, well, ain't no might be. You the real deal here, sis or bro. And I forgot to roll the dice. Freak Nasty is now playing by Megan Thee Stallion. Don't know if somebody trying to get freaky with you or you trying to be freaky with somebody. Shit. With this, well, I mean, with this married maiden, you could be, again, that could be your next step. Getting married to somebody and you about to, christen the sheets. 4, 5, 6. 6 is a lucky number maybe. Or what is that, 46, 62? Oh wait, no. Because I'm looking at it, yeah. 4, I said 46, but I meant to say 4 and 2. So you got 4 here, and then you got 2 here. So 24, 42, or 6. Now let's try roll this, because if Saturn comes back out again for the what, 3rd or 4th time, it's not a problem, but that's Saturn is definitely like literally working. Oh shit. So we have, okay, so it didn't come up. I think this is Chiron. Or maybe this is your North Node. Oh wait. Shit. Hold up. Because that line is right there, so it's another one. Ah, nope, that's South Node, I believe. So this is your South Node. So you could be a Sagittarius South Node, because that's what popped up. Sagittarius. Again, my lighting is terrible. My apologies, y'all. I do have a ring light. Oh shit, where did I put it? Is that it? Is that it? No, that's the North Node. South Node. So South Node Sagittarius, and then I need to roll this dice again because it fell. In the 6th house. So you may have a Sagittarius South Node in the 6th house. But that's funny because if you're Sagittarius South Node, then you're a Gemini North Node. So that really could be a significance. Ooh La 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 is now playing by Tina Marie. Right? Because if the Gemini is in the North Node, then you're more qualified to actually be in a relationship. You probably might be the healer in relationships and marriages and shit. You're the marrying maiden, but you're also like the high priest healer. Now, as I split the deck, we have Mrs. Doubtfire, and then we have Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. But it says, if there's love there, those are the ties that bind. And then we have, but happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. Albus Dumbledore. See? So love is in the air with you, whoever y'all are. Shit. Damn, I wish I wasn't in South of my. I wish my Sagittarius was in South Node, but I'm a North Node Sagittarius, so which means my South Node. What the fuck? My Gemini is in South Node, and the reason why I said what the fuck, because this card came up too in one of my readings as well. But it says, you don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. Tony Montana from Scarface. So when I get from this is like accountability though. It's something that you do that people are going to probably want you to do, so they won't get their hands dirty for it. So when shit goes left, they want to blame you for it. So be careful about the people that you actually get in contact with, or who you work with, or who reaches out to you for a job. Put it like that. Because, you know, I think that's what this was. Even though it's been a while. You know, I haven't really seen Scarface like through and through. I've always like remember bits and pieces of it. But people love the shit out of that damn movie. Let's pull two more then, I guess. Oh, and two more fell out. Look at that. At the bottom of the deck, we have up there, down here, it's our time. Wait, up there, down here, it's our time. It's our time down here. Mikey, the Goonies. So what I'm getting from that, down here, it's our time. It's our time down here. Well, from looking at the picture, this is where they found the treasure, the gold and stuff like that. So again, you are the prize. This is your time to shine. You're scared as hell of yourself. Lisa Von Roman, Death Becomes Her. Wow, it's been a minute since I heard that movie. Maybe I need to go watch that. Hopefully that's on Amazon Prime. But yeah, that's a movie to watch. Death Becomes Her. When the two dead girls start kicking each other's asses over a man. And then we have Sometimes Your Whole Life Boils Down to One Insane Move. Jake, Avatar. Which is like the Pocahontas remake. The live action Pocahontas remake. Oh wait, I'm like, where did the other card go? So wow, you're scared as hell of yourself. So it's like, don't doubt yourself. And you know, we have doubt here at the bottom of this deck. But it says doubt is essential inspiration. If you can overcome whatever it is that you're doubting yourself on, that can really inspire you to be more ambitious with where you're really trying to go in your life. You are evolving, and once you really trust your inner sense, you know, it'll be your time. You know, underneath that. Why do we fall, sir? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up. Alfred Pennyworth, Batman Begins. Batman Begins, and this looks like probably the scene when Batman Begins. This isn't the Dark Knight, because you know what's her name would have died then. But I think this is when his mansion then burnt up in the flames. Oh wow, and even underneath that, look at that. I'm telling you, hitting rock bottom is a good thing because there's no way to go but up. Anne's mom, Bridesmaids. But don't be scared. Don't be scared now, especially not of yourself. Of course, we have our doubts, we have our fears, we have our insecurities, but this is why we got to do like the inner work. Really understand what it is that you're scared of. You could suffer from imposter syndrome. You may not feel like you deserve whatever it is that's about to come to you. However, you know, it's going to come with shit like this. And I know you don't want to feel responsible for things. It's no difference from me doing tarot, right? Getting online, speaking on things that deal with people's lives. At the end of the day, we're all adults, and you know, you just make sure you use disclaimers and things of the sorts, just so people can understand, you know, that they have more power within themselves than you have over them, regardless of how gifted you are and connected to source. You know, you may actually end up becoming a medium too. You know, you might already have your ancestors and guides talking to you, like literally having conversations with you. And that's amazing. So don't be scared of yourself. You're just going through an ascension right now. I wish my cousin would know that too. he's like in his 20s right now, and you know, he went through an experience where he thinks that somebody slipped him some bad weed, and then ever since he smoked that, he's just it kind of threw him off. But when I sit here and I have a conversation with him, it doesn't look like some type of drug fucked him up. Because I don't know who you are and the people that you deal with, but if you know the difference from somebody who smokes and then people who are sober, and then somebody who's maybe had like a overdose or something, and then you realize like that experience kind of messed them up a little bit, like they're not all the way there. It's not like that with him. He seems like he's still all the way there. It's just that event really scared the shit out of him. And even still then, he's still fighting with those voices in his head. Now, mind you, we come from a very religious background. He stays in the South. I'm from the North. You know, my dad grew up down in South Carolina and then ran away. Well, not ran away, but he got the hell out of Dodge and moved up north with his older brother. So I kind of missed all that extra strict religious shit. Him, on the other hand, of course, he ain't had no choice, because his mom, my aunt, you know, my dad's sister, they stayed down there and, you know, stayed around my grandma, who was the pastor. She raised all 7 kids. So, you know, they abide by certain things, you know, based off the church. However, I've stated on this channel before, I really think that Christianity is a pagan religion. There's just certain shit that should have been prepared for him, so that he can understand what has actually happened to him, and not have the family think that he's going crazy or that he's schizophrenic. Because that's what they're going to try to make it seem like. Oh, he's schizophrenic, he got voices in his head. No, bitch. He's a medium now, and he's just got a calling now to do something other than mundane bullshit that y'all got him going through. Maybe this is what's happening to you as well. Evolution is there, so you are definitely evolving. At the bottom of the deck, Temperance. You know, that's the angel right there, coming in and helping you, guiding you, leading you the way, helping you bring balance to your soul and your spirit. You know, he actually exposed himself to me. Not in that nasty, not like that, but like we hung out one day and we were smoking. Now, mind you, at that time I didn't have like actual like weed on me. I smoked my vape pen, right? He took his medication and he smoked that, and next thing you know, a spirit came out. Literally took control over him. And not in no like trying to hurt him type of way. It like the person that really showed up seemed like was trying to help. He was getting what other voices that was going on in his head together, which was strange, right? And I actually have a recording of that moment. Not the entire thing. When I wish I could have recorded the entire thing, but when it first happened, I wasn't thinking about that. You know, I'm just like, shit, what the fuck is happening? Like, I wasn't scared, but it was definitely caught off guard, because we were driving. He was driving the car when it happened. The next thing you know, he's pulling in somebody's driveway, and then like he just starts going off. I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? You know, it's not a joking matter, because it definitely was serious, because, you know, it really could have went a lot worse than that situation, you know. But it seems like whoever was there was really trying to help him and tell him certain things about certain things. But he thinks that, you know, he also thinks that maybe he went to this holistic shop and he ended up buying a bracelet. He thinks that's what cursed him or whatever. He really thinks that like he's got put like a curse put on him and stuff like that. Then they was trying to get him to go back to that shop, but him fighting it, like, it's like not him, but the other people within him are trying to fight the one guy that was trying to get him to the shop. Listen, like, it was crazy, yo. It was like a whole scene going on with that he was going through. And I had to sit there and experience that shit. And it took like a good couple hours for everything to like calm down. But I do have a recording of the last hour or so because we was in that parking lot, because it was daytime when we were hanging out, then it was nighttime by the time we ended up getting back to the house. So but I kind of felt bad, because I really felt like I was the one that like kind of like made that happen, because I gave him the pens, but it wasn't like I forced him to smoke, and he volunteered to as well. But I didn't think it was going to happen like that, where they was actually taking, you know, full control over him. But then he had to really try to get them together too. Like, you can't do this. And he keeps thinking that they're going to try to do something that's going to hurt him. So it's a lot to deal with, especially when you do talk to spirits, because you never know who is actually getting in contact with you. And that's why you shouldn't be scared of yourself. Do not be scared at all. This is all happening for a reason. This is all part of your ascension, your evolution. Now you just got to that Temperance card was there, so you have to balance, really kind of, you know, slowly understand your purpose now, because you are chosen. That's all I have to say, and we're getting into it now. Gemini South Node. No, Sagittarius South Node, which makes you a Gemini North Node. Gemini is the lovers. Oh wow, look at that. The yin and the yang. There's that balance there. Right? So it's fighting, it's the good and the bad. Seven of Cups, breaking through the illusions. That's another reason what's happening. That's another reason why you have voices coming to you, potentially, or you getting some type of clairaudience. You know, you may be hearing things, you know, other than voices, but you may be hearing other things that you're not used to hearing, or you may be smelling things that you're nowhere near, or you could be feeling things as well. That's another thing I mentioned in one of my readings. Like, I'm clairaudient, but there's something about touch as well. Like, I be feeling like touches on me, like somebody's feeling up on my body sometimes, and it's like sometimes it's a message too, because again, with that touch, that's how I end up getting led to the story of Jacob and Esau, the heel grabber, because I literally had a spirit grabbing at my ankle, trying to let me know about that, birthrights and shit like that too. So, Five of Cups. Don't be scared. Don't be sad. This is happening. You are chosen. This is a gift, not a curse. You just gotta accept that it's a gift, not a curse. You are being granted abilities far beyond anybody could ever even imagine, even think of. So you might feel alone, but you're not alone. I promise you're not alone. If you are a medium, right? If you are starting to feel like, if you are starting to get voices in your head, probably reach out to another medium. Google research mediums in your area, or better yet, how about do I have the deck here? No, I don't. Like, actually, I know I end up putting it back. But there's this one reader who I mention all the time. Her name is Goddess Queen Just Me 23. She's a very popular reader on YouTube, and she does tarot as well, but she also is a medium. She has her ancestors talking to her, and other spirits maybe as well. But maybe you should reach out to her for a reading, and she can help you as well with what you're dealing with. I could try to put the link in the description, but that's only if someone will make that comment on if they need that help, you know? But again, once you really start to hone in on your powers and your gifts and abilities, remember, then you start to turn into Tony Montana. Because again, once you really become gifted and stuff like that, they're gonna come to you for advice, and then you give them the advice, but then if something goes left, they're going to try to blame you for it. Don't worry about that. You gave them what they needed to hear. If they needed more clarity, then they should have came back to you before they made any other decisions. However, you are not God, and you don't really need. They don't really need you to get in contact with God. You were just a messenger, no different than I am. So you're just helping people on a more spiritual, like literally on a spiritual level. I'm more on an intellectual level. That's why my readings are the way that they are. So, but you are more on the spiritual level. So they're going to come to you a lot more because you have the gifts. But they're going to lack that responsibility, that accountability to take actions in their own hand and use their own discernment. You know, we're all adults and we have to act like it. You know, we have control over our own lives, nobody else. One, two, three. One more. Everybody Get Up Now is playing by Salt and Pepper and Splenderella, I guess, right? Well, we'll include her because Salt and Pepper is supposed to be all three of them, but I guess people fail to realize that Salt and Pepper is a trio and not a duo. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is about a message. However, this is it seems like there's a river. There's like a tower or something at the end of that, and there's like a river that leads down. It's going with the flow of things. Wands are all about passion, power, creativity. Oh, and then we have the Seven of Wands topping it off. The Seven of Wands is standing up for yourself, defending yourself. But maybe I'm too quick to all right, then we have Two of Cups. Excuse me. Two of Cups is a soulmate connection, or also to your connection with self and your higher self. You see, you got the cups at the bottom and then a cup at the top. So this could be you on a 3D, and then, you know, connecting to yourself on a spiritual level, or even connecting to spirit. That is next to the moon. Moon is all about emotions. Page of Wands is a student learning about your gifts and abilities, and being able to stand up for yourselves on the things that you know. There's a book there, a book of knowledge, possibly. You may need to go do some more studying about what is going on in your life and why this is happening to you. But don't doubt yourself. Don't use that type of why. You say why as if like you know you're something special. You know you're something great. You know you were called to do something greater than what you thought you ever could imagine. Because you are everything. Everything is now playing by Mary J. Blige. I know it's a love song, but I mean, it seemed like it was a love reading anyway. Not a specific love reading, but just more of love of self. Self-love, self-care, self-appreciation. Emperor. Oh shit, I could be talking to a man. But if not, I'm still, I mean, don't matter what the gender is. The Emperor is all about authority, being an authoritative figure. Being a leader. You know? But really standing firm on the things that you because again, I'm trying to change my vocabulary with that B word, so I'm not trying to use believe anymore, but it's your faith. Really standing on your faith and trusting in God. You are being led down, your basic, this is literally a spiritual awakening for you. You know, I see why the Starman Tarot deck is being used. Look at that. Death. Yeah, death. Something is ending for something brand new to begin. So the old you is no longer existent, and this is going to be the new you. Same situation with my cousin. You know, he told me he wants to go back to the old him. And I know, you know, you want to, but there is no going back. After everything after that situation, and I'm not even talking about the situation with me and him, but that first situation, you know, he passed the test because he almost could have hurt himself that time, but he did. He survived it, and now he should be a lot stronger now if he can really trust in that it's a gift and not a curse, and you should as well. Death, rebirth. So the old him is no longer existing, and this new him is being called to stand out, to stand up for himself. Maybe you do need to do some traveling to really learn who you are. Because this Five of Cups here, again, you're not alone. And I see there's a maze here or some type of labyrinth. So I know you feel like this is a lonely path, but it's not. You feel alone right now, but when you start to trust in your inner sense, trust your inner sense, and really stand up for yourself, you're going to see the evolution within you. You're going to really see the change and why things happened the way they did. Sometimes you're going to have to go through a tragic event in order for you to really get a message to grow up. I'm not saying that you're immature, but you know, it's a layer of yourself that needs to be broken for you to really grow. It's like think about it like a snake, you know. At some point they shed their skin so they can, you know, they end up growing bigger. Or just as, you know, as a human, you know, you start off as a baby, and then we end up becoming a toddler, then a kid, and then a teen, and then an adult, and then we become old, and then, you know, it's that. But look at that on the spiritual level. So because, you know, your outside shell is still you. You are still you. Nothing really. Well, the old you, as far as trying to do the mundane interactions, right? Interactions in its mundane social context, but also one's mystical and cosmic relationships. Transformation, which I just showed you that death card, because that's what death is. It's the transformation for something to end, for it to begin again, or begin anew. Transformation is possible through the mastering of instinct. So you're being called to really learn who you are, literally, like learn your abilities, your gifts, and your purpose. Realign yourself. You probably need to cut off certain friends and family. I wish my cousin would come up here. Shit. Empress. So you got the Emperor and the Empress. So you may be connecting with somebody. But the Empress is someone who is very loving, very nurturing, very caring. She sits on her own, but things come to her because she trusts her instincts. She trusts in herself for things to come to her. She doesn't have to get up off her throne for her to go seek out anything. Anything she wants, she can get. It's just a way of manifesting it. You know, she still is able to work from home and make money and stuff like that. So shit, start a YouTube channel. Yes, start a YouTube channel and start like journaling your experience. So you come on YouTube. Well, I'm recording on Twitch, so I mean any social platform will help. Just start somewhere on social media and start speaking about your experience and your story, and then your following is going to come in. Speak loudly about the things, but be brave about it. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be scared. Because that Five of Cups, I'm still getting scared. Oh, and then we had it up here too. Five of Wands. It's a fight. It's a conflict. So again, don't try to fight it. Stop trying to fight what is happening to you. I don't know. You see how how that crown is. It's like surrounding her with stars, and it's like roots or something. Also too, there's like a hole in her throat, but there's something kind of coming out of it, making some type of illuminating or lighting up something that's next to her. I don't know if it's like a candle or something, but your voice, like I said before, speak out on what it is that you're going through. Don't fight what it is that needs to be spoken. At the bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles. This also could mean fights within the family. You may be having conflict with your family now. Probably with your mom. I don't know if you're the child or if you are the mother. But we have Empress with the Page of Princess of Pentacles. This looks like a young individual. She's pregnant. Don't know if you actually are pregnant or not. You know, congratulations. You know. However, the Pentacles is also about material things. It's the tangible things. The things that you can work on for yourself. So yeah, you see her, you see that she may be pregnant here. However, you see that beanstalk at the behind her growing up. It's also telling you to literally getting you to grow up. Again, not saying that you're immature. However, the princess of Pentacles, I think the princess are the students in this deck, and then the princes are the knights. I know in certain other decks the princesses are the knights and then the princes are the pages. But I at least from this one, I get this as a page. No difference from the Page of Wands right here. So you have the Page of Pentacles and the Princess of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So it's still learning to grow up. But it's growing beyond the material and getting more spiritual. You see, she's doing a lot with her hands. You have a gift. Learn to tap into who you are. Don't fight it. And don't have your family try to fight you either. Even if that means if you have to leave the situation. I know it's like you need to, try to find somewhere that you can go where you can trust. Google safe places, safe havens for spiritualists or mediums, But the most I was able to guide you to was to the main reader who I watch. Maybe if you reach out to her and you get a reading from her, that can help a lot. Because again, she's a medium. So if you're going through the same situation where you have voices or you got abilities that you don't know how to do it, maybe she can help you. The moon. Look at that. Look at that. The moon. There's that intuition. You see how they're in that water? But they're surrendering to the cosmos, to the ethers, to the moon. Goddess. You have a feminine, it's like the divine feminine. You could be accessing some powers right now, divine feminine, even if you're a divine masculine. But this is I get this divine activations. But you're being blessed by the moon. There's that B word. You're being gifted by the moon. You're being chosen by the moon. Don't fight this. Don't fight your intuition. Trust your inner sense. There's an evolution that's taking place. What have you done for me lately is now playing by Janet Jackson. That's what you need to ask the people around you, for them to sit there and try to say that this is not for you. What have you done for me lately that I can ignore this and still live a mundane life? oh, well, I put this on the table, I put clothes on your back, this, that, and the third, I got a roof for your head, and you gotta really sit back and think that it don't matter. You put a roof over my head, you put food on the table, but at the end of the day, your ass had to eat and your ass needed shelter too. So you didn't really have to sacrifice that, right? I hate when parents want to throw that in your face, like that's supposed to mean something. Nobody told you to have a child then if you wanted to sit there and throw all that shit in my face. Shit. King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. They don't have no control over you no matter what they sit in here and spin out their pockets. If you got a higher calling, if God is calling you to work in this, work on it. Fuck your family if they're trying to hold you back from this. They don't let them sit there and try to call you crazy. Don't let them think that you batshit crazy. Even if you better reach out to your grandma or something like that, if she's still alive, or someone that may have an understanding of what's happening right now. Even if they're not a medium, but they may just be accepting of this shit because, again, your family got secrets that they're not trying to tell you about, and they're trying to fight the truth from coming out. Also keep that in mind. And that's another reason why I think that religion, again, Christianity is a pagan religion. Because if that is happening to my cousin, right, then they should already know exactly what is happening. But because they're being falsely taught, they think that, oh, he's possessed by a demon or some shit like that. No, he's gifted. He's chosen, right? He's the chosen one, literally. Oh my fucking God. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Father. Look at that. Look at that. The fucking sun. You were chosen. God chose you. God has chose you. You have the sun and the moon here. The sun and the moon is also about an eclipse. In my Black Moon astrology deck, right? When I think the solar eclipse is about evolution. No. I think it's about a revolution. Same difference, shit. Evolution, revolution. Bitch, they try and fight you, you fight back. Not like that though. I mean, shit. You trust your instincts on what you gotta do. They put their hands on you, then you set their ass straight. Ain't no reason why they need to put your hands on you. Cause again, it's like a fight breaking out. Glass everywhere. Like, I don't know. You could actually be getting it with you, like getting into it with a parental figure. But the sun is all about enlightenment, while the moon is all about secrets. So again, if you have this gift, God is calling you to work with those gifts, because whatever secrets they got going on in that household, in that family dynamic, you are the one that's going to shine a light on those secrets. At the bottom of the deck, oh wow, strength. You got this. You have the power. The power is in your hand. When you have strength and the sun right there, you got this. You are it, sis or bro. I feel like I'm talking to a man though. Wow, stand out in that world. You got the power to really be out in this world and be somebody. Don't let nobody hold you back. Don't let them try to fight your ascension. Literally, your ascension. The sun and the moon, where they at? They in the skies. You about to go beyond that. It's time for the twerkulator. Better start dancing. But the reason why I say I feel like I'm talking to a man, because I was looking at my analytics and it seems like only men really watch my channel, which is surprising. But then again, it's not too surprising because that's who I really want to reach out to, the men and the masculines. But we have Five of Pentacles. Someone's feeling left out or someone's feeling tired. As I split the deck, oh, there's that Five of Cups again. Don't be sad. Don't be feeling left out. If you need to reach out to a family member, reach out to them. But let it be someone that you trust. Maybe it's someone that lives out of state. Shit. I mean, I told you, I live in the north. My cousin lives in the south. And if he's still going through this shit, then I would hope he reaches out to me. I'd be wanting to reach out to him. Even when I was down there, I was trying to do the best that I can, but I was still trying to be more religious and shit too. Not really trying to keep him stuck, but to not really scare him. Because again, this is a lot to take in, especially when you're the only one in your family dealing with this shit. And then they got you thinking that, you got, somebody slipped some drugs to you. Some bad drugs. Ain't no bad drugs. It's just, he's just learning how to control. He just needs to learn how to control his abilities. Because again, they can take over. They can take over if you don't trust in your inner sense. Now, I don't know what spirits that you connect to. However, they still could be dangerous. You never know. But sit with yourself. Talk to them. Set their ass straight. Like, look, I don't know who the fuck you are or who y'all think y'all is, but y'all not about to run this body. I control this. I control this vessel. God chose me to use this vessel, and then he allowed y'all to come see me. So y'all better make an appointment if you want to talk to me. Like, seriously. Now, I also tried to offer him, I tried to get him to use tarot cards, but it didn't really do much for him at that moment, because again, I didn't really know what I was trying to do when I was giving him the tarot decks. But I did gift him, oh shit, well maybe that's what I need. So I'm going to pull from these at the end. This is the Soul's Truth Self-Awareness deck. And this is the deck that I actually gifted him. But he ended up giving it to his mom. And I bet you she threw that shit in the trash. Because, they get on my fucking nerves. It's not like they are like evil or like mean or anything. It's just they got their head so far up Jesus's asshole that they really can't see the bullshit that they've been manipulated by. Like, your mom was a pastor your entire fucking life, and you sitting there telling me that this lady died because of COVID? What sense does that make? For those who believe in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Why is she not still alive, right? I'm sorry, you gotta stay hydrated, y'all. And I'm gonna keep saying that until someone can come up out their mouth, off their little throne, they high horse, off their little temples or whatever, and try to tell me I'm wrong about what it is that I'm getting when I do these damn readings. Because again, if Jesus is still alive, well, where the fuck that nigga at then? The devil. Is Jesus still alive? Where he at? But the devil is all about contracts, addictions, manipulation. Someone's trying to keep you bound, right? You better fight whoever it is that's trying to keep you stuck. They won't break your soul, right? Beyonce. And you know what's so crazy? I'm talking about this story, right? I had to buy this deck twice. My first deck I ended up taking down there, but because of that experience that I had with him, this was the deck that I had on me when he was around. And just for safe measures, I ended up throwing this deck in the trash on some bullshit when I should have just kept it, but I had to buy another one. Page of Cups. Page of Cups is the pages are still students, but it's learning to really find out the things that you actually love. Maybe music, there's that record, that golden record, and then excuse me, the cheesesteaks in this deck are the cups. So, and man, if you from Philly, Y'all always come, everybody always comes for a good cheesesteak. So, but again, music and food, maybe it's a connection to you. It could be your comfort food. Get to your comfort foods and listen to some music. Right? How we talked about the pink dusty dragon from Andromeda? There's those musical notes. Music is a key in your ascension, or is a part of your awakening. You could be clairaudient, like I said before, as well. Oh wait, what's at the bottom of the deck? The Lovers. There's that Gemini North Node. Step into your North Node. Geminis are also about that double-mindedness. Stop with the back and forth. Like, it's like 1 minute you're for it and 1 minute you're not. You better figure out the balance. Oh wow, it could be two of y'all. Not like that, but like, you know, it's like an alter ego situation. You may have an alter. You might actually have an alter. Think about that. And that could have been a situation. That could have been the same situation, because how they just like appeared, like literally like channeled right through him, took over his body, start driving to the shop and everything. Like, it was crazy. You know, again, I wasn't scared. It just took me off guard. You know. Range Brothers is now playing by Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar. So we have the Ten of Pentacles. Oh wow, didn't I say something about family secrets? But Eight of Swords is being trapped, being stuck, being bound. You have the Devil here, and the Ten of Swords, and you got the Sun fucking twice. I'm gonna show y'all though. But this the Devil trying to bind you, and there we go with the Eight of Swords. But this is all about the swords, is the communication, but also the mind. Don't let them have you stuck in your head about what's happening to you. You are not possessed by the devil. That's them trying to keep you trapped. It's your family that's trying to keep you. It's your family that's trying to keep you trapped, bro or sis. Because again, there's family secrets, and it's spirit, the spirit, God, your ancestors, that's getting in contact with you about these secrets. Because especially if you may come from native lands or native backgrounds, you may have an idea that you come from a native bloodline, and because of the manipulation and the brainwashing, like I felt like they did with my grandma, because she definitely looks like she's not like no average black woman. That lady looks like she has like some Native American bloodlines, and they sat here and they brainwashed this woman to believe in Christ. And she dedicated her whole entire life to that. There's some family secrets, and now it's time for you to call bullshit to all of it, even if it means having your family try to fight you. What the fuck you trying to fight me for when I'm only trying to find the truth? Think about that. I don't have my Divine Masculine Buddha cards. However, it popped up twice in the reading. If you look at my last reading, it's going to show up about if you have an unwavering faith, you will always be a truth seeker. Keep that faith. Keep that faith strong. Continue talking to God. Continue talking to yourself. Write things down if you have to. Record things. You know, go do some Google research. You know, even if you're not ready to reach out to anybody, do some studying on your own based off just your instincts. You probably came to this reading based off instincts, and now I'm just only confirming what you feeling. Oh shit, that's a lot. I'm gonna look at them, but I may not take them all. It all depends. Oh, there's only 3, but we'll see. Oh, there's that Emperor again. You may be a man that I'm talking to. And your mom may be the reason why that you might be fighting with your mom. But it has 8 of Cups walking away. Emperor. Oh wait. 8 of Cups is walking away. Being the Emperor, being the authority, standing up for yourself, sitting on your throne, and celebrating. I know I got the cards all janked up, but there we go. Oh wait, there we go. So walking away, being your own man and celebrating on your own, or celebrating with other people. My Three of Cups is also, to me, is an offering. Surrendering to God, surrendering to the divine. You have the King of Swords here. He don't take no shit. You see, he got his legs crossed, but he calm, cool, and collected about everything. He's a strategist, but he knows what to say, and he knows how to say it. And he knows, shit, he knows what to say and how to say it, and how to get what he wants from the things that he say. King of Pentacles is a stable man, a solid man. Queen of Wands, Sagittarius. So you are the man, you are your own man, and it's calling you to have strength to stand up to a Queen of Wands who could be your mom. King of Wands in reverse though. Someone's trying to play you. Don't let anybody play you. Don't let anybody try to dictate or direct your life. This is what I'm getting, because again, you got the sun here. The sun is guiding you, and the moon is right there to let you know. The moon is, see, the sun is bringing you enlightenment, and it's also guiding you, but that moon is whispering in your ear, bro or sis. No one is now playing by Maxwell. You can't let nobody try to take you off your throne. And it's crazy how I'm mentioning my cousin, and his mom is a Sagittarius and he is an Aries. And I believe the Emperor, wow, right? The Emperor is Aries. There's the sign right there. And the tower right underneath that. So shit, I could be actually talking about my fucking cousin. That's crazy. Oh, wow. Look at that. Queen of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is literally like on your own, doing your own thing. It's crazy because right underneath that is the Seven of Swords. And it's like sneaky trying to get away from being sneaky or trying to get away with something. But I'm also looking at this like you probably need to sneak away from your mom or whoever this parental figure is that's trying to keep the secrets from coming out. But the thing about it is that spirit that popped up already spilled some tea about some shit, about some type of affair, and somebody, look, but yeah. But all I gotta say though, with that fight though, if you don't get yourself in check and align yourself properly, right, those spirits are going to come through just like they did with my cousin. But the difference about this situation is they're going to ones that's going to start the fight. So you might actually have one of your ancestors pull up through you to get your family in check because they got some secrets that they're not trying to let out. That's why the King of Wands is in reverse. King of Wands and Queen of Wands is out there. Now I'm looking at that as twins. Twin flames. But, just, two fire signs. But again, Sagittarius. I have two aunts. Twins. That's why. And it's funny how you look at the Strength card and it's two lions that you gotta tame. So... I'm gonna read the Soul's Truth after I go through all this. I'm gonna pull just a few more, not a lot. Remember, I gotta look at the camera so y'all don't think that I'm just like, trying to pick and choose. All right. Now I know with these might end up going into some other shit as well. So just, This is the general reading. Everything may not apply with your story. Please, you know, use your discernment when it comes to this. Oh wow, I done seen something already. I already know. You are gifted, bro, or sis. You have a sixth sense. I will say that. You have a sixth sense. Oh wow, look at that. I'm gonna leave this out here. None, formless. It says, watery disorder from which the world emerged at creation, member of the Ogduad. Solar bark and boat is their symbols. But none, I believe, is literally the one that birthed the gods. So there's that cosmos. The cosmos didn't come, but the watery disorder, which emerged, from which the world emerged at the creation. Yeah. So she's the one that basically formed the world. That water, that moon. You got the sun and the moon there. But let me shuffle this. Now, North Carolina popped up in my last reading, I believe. If South Carolina come up in this joint, y'all, I probably do need to reach out to my cousin. But we have Wiyot, which is a Native American tribe. A Native American tribe that you could be connecting to, or you may have family members that may know. Communication is king. Speak your truth. Let them know. But if they're gonna keep lying to you, I'm telling you, if you tell them about what is going on with you, and they try to make you seem like you crazy and stuff like that, take you to the doctors for them to say that you're schizophrenic and they're gonna give you medications, don't fall for that bullshit. That's just another way for them to keep you trapped into this matrix. Even if it's your family members. Blood ain't always thicker than water, remember that. That's just some lame ass excuse so you can, again, be trapped and stuck in the matrix. You need to really understand what the fuck is happening. And the reason why I got these Native American cards out here is because not every black person on this land is from Africa. Some may be from Africa, but majority aren't. They literally were born here. But of course, again, Thanksgiving. I'm telling you, it has everything to do with Thanksgiving and how they fucked us over and then captured us. Then, you know, they bamboozled us with all types of diseases and shit. And now look what we're going through. COVID. And now monkeypox. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Where is this shit coming from? They be having the audacity to try to say it's China. But no, I call bullshit. It's those colonizers still trying to keep us back into the matrix. And this is why my numbers aren't really doing the way they doing, because I'm on to some shit. That's why. Especially me being a man, I don't need to have my ancestors talk to me about the bullshit. I already know the bullshit for what it is. Now, you know, only a moment of time. Sexual abuse. That also could be a traumatizing experience that may have awakened your gifts. Like I said before, there's some type of tragedy that happens to you that unlocks you, that basically, you know, awakens you. Unfortunately, you know, you just can't be like, oh, I wake up one day and then, you know, I'm able to talk to spirits. Like, nah, you got to go through some shit. Because then again, right? You need someone. You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy, right? So it's that situation. But you do have the guts to be who you want to be. I mean, well, it's calling you to get the guts to be who you want to be who you need to be who God is calling you to thee. And I want to tell my cousin, like, I mean, you want to go back to the old you. Well, maybe you do have that opportunity, just not right now. This new you is what's needed in this current moment. So therefore, you can break free from the shambles that they got you stuck in. Lytton Band of Pomo Indians is another group. Fell in Love with a Girl is now playing by the White Stripes. Simon the Zealot, that's a disciple. So could be someone on your team that you can reach out. I mean, I know you may not know like somebody named Simon, but just probably do a Google research on what his position was. But I still think that's just, again, a disciple, an apostle, someone who was helping the divines, someone who was in position to help Jesus get to complete his mission. And then even after he passed, I think they was still a group. However, right, like I said, it's just like there's a lot of bullshit when it comes to that story. Because Jesus healed people with his hands. But he wasn't the only one that was able to do it. He taught some of his disciples how to heal other folks. So if this Christianity is based off of Jesus Christ, right, why the fuck aren't these churches teaching us how to heal ourselves and other motherfuckers? Bam, I'm telling you, like, if there's, maybe I probably need to go to, what is that, Italy or Europe, somewhere in Europe, wherever the main big church is at, and then maybe I need to go in there and fuck some shit up. I don't fucking know, because this shit is starting to irk me. It's like, how is it that you got these big ass churches, but you over here touching on little boys, but yet you trying to keep other motherfuckers stuck? Some shit ain't right. Something's got to give, sooner or later. Now I feel like it's gonna be sooner, ain't no later. Shit, the way this heat wave going go, you see how this heat is keep going, getting hotter and hotter, right? God is not playing. He about to start getting people riled up. It's about to be some type of war going on. Say my name. Father God, Amun Ra. Final Fantasy, look at that. Somebody's about to be on their last leg. But then again, also this is the video game. So look at how Final Fantasy is. They talk about religion and government and politics and how corrupt that shit is. Then you got chosen people that come in and dismantle and fuck some shit up. That's also what this Five of Wands is calling you to really kind of, fight. That emperor is there. He didn't become an emperor just from, sugars and rainbows and lollipops. No, he got up off that, before he even had a throne, he had to build himself up to being a page of wands, to then being a knight, to then being a king, and then being the emperor, because the emperor is the major arcana. He's the king of kings. Remember that. So even if you got your group of like powerful men, you still got the emperor who's above those powerful men, who those kings kind of get influences and information from too, to be able to run their kingdoms as well. He's not giving them orders on what to do, but again, they look to him because he's an emperor. He's the boss daddy. The bosses of the bosses. So, you definitely want to be inspired by someone who knows they shit. Yurok is now, I was about to say is now playing, but Yurok is another Native American tribe. Also, do your research on these Native American groups. You actually could come from them. And it's not about to say if not, then you still have family members. So it don't even matter. I mean, if you come from them, then you have family there. You do some research. However, though, if you're being connected, you'll be divinely guided to where it is that you actually are connected to. Montana is here. Shapeshifter, Queen of Wands, King of Wands. Those are powerful people. They do magic though. And if they got the magic to and they probably have the magic to shapeshift. You got this Princess of Pentacles. Oh shit. So now I'm thinking about a mom and a daughter. But I don't think this Princess of Pentacles, you could have a sister as well, who could be a shapeshifter. If I'm looking at it like this, that could be another secret. You may have a sister that's a shapeshifter. And it's crazy how I said that that sexual abuse may be something that may have triggered you for you to get some type of ability. It's literally placed on top of the sun. So, I mean, it's some type of enlightenment from, you probably got some type of enlightenment through some sexual abuse. Work smart, not hard. Exactly. Work smart, not hard. So again, if you got a 9 to 5 or whatever, because that devil is there too, don't let them keep you stuck. Don't let them keep you bound. Don't let them see, because they probably making you work so you don't have to focus on yourself and the truth on what's happening. So they got you occupied doing dumb shit, mediocre shit, the mundane, when you're really being called to rise above all that. So working smart doesn't mean, you know, picking up extra hours and shit. It's more so like, all right, well, I know I do need a job, but what it is about me that I'm good at that I can make money off of. You have gifts, you have talents. Put yourself out there. Look at that. Spiritualist. Everything is on the money. Everything is on the money. And as we got it, as we put it over here, right, with this 10 of Pentacles, that's that foundation. That's the family card. Oh shit. But that being a spiritualist may be what's going to bring you your income. But we have Government Hooker now, playing by Lady Gaga, who's also a witch. Assassin's Creed. Didn't I say something about a Matrix? It's also about your bloodline. Something important about your bloodline that they're using, that they got, the government, right? Don't be the government's hooker. Stop letting them take advantage of you, making you work like a slave while they making bank off of you. Work smart, not hard. But this is my song though. I like this song, Government Hooker. Oh shit. Come on now. Come through. Social experiment. Christianity is a social experiment. That's all I'm gonna say. Social experiment by the government. Because our bloodlines, do your research. Egyptian bloodlines is here in America. Egypt is America, y'all. Whether y'all want to trust in me or not, whether you think that I'm telling the truth or not, those who will hear it will hear it. Those who will see it will see it. You know. And my last reading, you know, I was talking to whoever that religious leader is, who this New Age priest or whatever. You know, you're gonna have to tell people twice about things, and that's it. If they can't listen to you the first 2 times, you ain't got to tell them a 3rd time. You've already gave them twice. If they don't want to listen to you, then if they want to listen to you, then that's on them. If you don't want to listen to me, then that's on you. I can't force nobody to take in my words. They're just messages. Pick and choose. It may not apply to you, and that's why you think this is bullshit. All right, well then dismiss it. But I promise you, somebody in your family probably may be going through this, and this could be information that you can help them with. Think about that. Do you really give a fuck about, do you really care about change? Do you really care about evolution? Something could be happening Friday. November, so maybe November, Friday on a November, that could be somebody's birthday. That's also Scorpio and Sagittarius season. Scorpio going into Sagittarius season, because you know my dad is a Scorpio and his birthday is in November, and I gave my aunt, no, their birthday is it in November? I know they're Sagittarius, so. Oh shit. I didn't mean to laugh. This could be the sexual abuse. So somebody probably gave you head. So I could be talking to a man. So you maybe have gotten some sexual abuse, and then maybe through some head. Somebody gave you head without your consent, and that also probably could have triggered you. Someone's hacking, going into your shit. So somebody's about to get caught up with the feds if they keep doing this shit. I mean, unless they are the feds. Missouri. The Hemsut. What the fuck is this? I'm making shit that I don't even know what I made for. Now I gotta put this over to the side. I'm confused. Well, you know, shit. Used to Being Alone is now playing by Azealia Banks, but let's do a quick Google research on the Hemsut. The Hemsut. Hemsut, ancient Egyptian. Hemsut or Hemsut were the goddesses of fate, destiny, and protection in ancient Egypt. Okay, got you. Okay. So it's still Egyptian ties, but this is something fated though. Now go and do your Google research on the Hemsut. Do a deeper dive on that then. Shit. Washoe people, another native tribe. Charles Xavier. This is why I said you're gifted. You have a sixth sense. You may be a psychic. I mean, mediums are psychics as well. Well, they don't read minds, but you know, this was Professor Xavier. You may be able to read people's minds, and I kind of feel like my cousin could read my mind on some shit. Laugh now, cry later. Come on through. Come the fuck on through. So again, this is for the believers, right? Because like I said, for that B word means lie. So these are for the believers out there. You laughing now, you're gonna be crying later because you know, this is what you believe. But for those who have faith, continue trusting your instincts. Continue following source. Your emotions will never turn you wrong. That gut feeling, whenever you feel weird and shit, and you don't feel right, trust that. Go with that. Even if it's coming from your mom. Even if your mom is making you feel uncomfortable. Your sister, your brother, your dad, your uncles, your grandma, your grandpa, don't matter who it is in your family. Don't let those titles stop you from the truth. Cause like I said before, you try to get there, you try to warn them twice, and then that's it. Cause when shit hit the fan, they gonna be crying later. They laughing now, they gonna be crying later. Like I say, I told you, just like with the whole rapture thing. Like people think that shit is a joke, but they don't talk about revelations in the churches for real. Especially when this pandemic happened, we should have been talking about revelations. But why aren't we talking about revelations? Because they still, again, want to keep us stuck. Like, I don't understand. Soul tribe. There's a soul tribe out there. If you read if you're watching this on YouTube, I do have in my description exactly what it is that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create a safe haven, especially for men. Men that probably go through shit like this, or just trauma, sexual abuse, and all that. But it's mainly like, I mean, I really try to reach out to like guys my age. I'm about 30, y'all, but I've been on this spiritual journey for, I mean, it seems like ever since my childhood. However, though, it didn't start cranking up until my mom kicked me out, and then I really had to like fend for myself. Now, mind you, she kicked me out 3 times. Now, that's a lesson that I had to learn. And I should have learned it the first time when she kicked me out. you know, to not go back and just figure it out. But I only lasted for a week, then I went back, and then time went by, she kicked me out again. Or maybe I moved out. No, she didn't kick me out. No, she did kick me out. I moved to my cousins and then I'm moving back because they kicked me out. But then, even then, she kicked me out. And then, time went by. I ended up going back. Then again, she tried to kick me out. And that's when I ended up going down south. And then when I came back up here, I had to figure it out. And then I literally figured it out. And now where I'm at, I got my own place. Working on this, trying to build my own business now, because apparently doing that with my family wasn't it. So if I'm over here trying to build something for myself, even though I've been trying to build it for my family, I can only really build it for myself. Can't really worry about my family like that. Even though I still reach out to my mom, she still reaches out to me, but the relationship isn't the same no more. I just want to point that out there. My relationship with my mom isn't really peaches and keen. I don't got no animosity towards her because I found my way to getting to my, like, you know, for myself. I was able to take care of myself the way that I guess was needed. Put it like that. You know, it's not 100% where I want to be, but it's still the stepping stones. I'm still building myself up to being an emperor. Right now, I still feel like I'm in the Knight stages, the Knight of Pentacles to be specific, because this is a slow build-up on working on Twitch and then transferring my these videos over to YouTube. You know, people care about those views instead of really just trying to inquire about, you know, what it is that I am talking about. I get a lot of views on my Twitch, but yet people don't subscribe to me on here. So they get free information, but then people want to hop in my chat to try to get a free reading. I don't do free readings. And it's not even that you're paying for the reading, you're going to be paying for my time. It's a job. I got to survive. Just like y'all sit here and y'all pay for these subscriptions to these other streamers and gamers that be on here that really offer you nothing but entertainment. At least I'm giving you entertainment along with information that you can learn from when you leave my channel. When I do my hashtags and stuff, that's what I put. I put educational, I put entertainment, I put self-help, because again, you can help yourself to these messages. And I always try to inquire about relationships. It's bigger than just a relationship sometimes, and it's more personal than y'all really think. Colorado, They Don't Know is now playing by John B. Because again, they don't know, or maybe you don't know, or maybe they don't want to know the truth about you, seeking the truth about the family. A little less 16 Candles, a little more Touch Me is now playing by Fallout Boy. Mental illness. You don't have a mental illness. If anything, the people around you are mental. Those are the ones that's brainwashed. And they're, again, still trying to keep you trapped, holding you back from the truth. You are a high priestess, high priest. The Marian Maiden. You are God's bride, whether you're a man or a woman, it don't matter. I don't know that actual religious term for it, but it's something along those lines. Being the Christ of the bride of Christ or some shit like that. Bros before hoes. So you probably got somebody that you can reach out to, that you can trust. Love is all I need. Aw. Don't we all need love? But that's how you help the collective. Love. Love triumphs over anything. Once you put your faith in yourself, you learn to love yourself, and you learn to love God. I'm telling you, someone's about to go to jail. Whoever this hacker is, they're gonna go to jail. So somebody's hacking your shit. It could be the shapeshifter. Could be your fucking sister. I don't know. Or someone closely related to your sister. Maybe that's the hoe that you need to put after the bro. But jail, and house arrest. I think it's jail. I don't think nobody's going to house arrest. You hacking people's stuff. What the fuck you need to be out here for? But I already kind of got a feeling that somebody was trying to hack my shit. I used to think we were soulmates. Now I just realized you're karmic. You're just karmic. Now, soulmates doesn't always necessarily mean your relationships. Like, you know, your boyfriend or your girlfriend. It literally could be your family. Your mom and your dad, your brother, your sister, they're soulmates. I used to think we were soulmates, and now you're just karmic. Trying to keep me stuck and trapped and trying to take advantage of me. That's sexual abuse. I don't know, y'all. They could go to jail for sexually abusing you, hacking your shit. Something else that came up, maybe. I don't know. It don't matter. But we have, what's that smell? There's that clear aliens. So that's literally you being in your room or just being somewhere and you just get a whiff of something and it's like nowhere to be found though. You're like, why am I getting this smell? That's what happens. I have that as well. I remember at one point I was smelling cheesesteaks. I'm like, why am I smelling cheesesteaks and there's nobody cooking? I remember I'm just sitting in here just a few days ago. I'm smelling ketchup. Why the fuck am I smelling ketchup? Ain't nobody cooking. Ain't nobody got ketchup in this room. I have food up here, but I wasn't eating anything with ketchup. I don't really use ketchup with my food anyway, but there's no ketchup here for me to use. I had to think about it, but I was like, even if it was, I'm not using it. I got my mustard, my spicy mustard. So, burning, yikes. That's another reason why they're about to get arrested, because they probably could have gave you an STT from giving you head. Timbisha is another native group. And Illinois is another state. Yikes, guys. Ooh, shit. You are being called, bro. I do feel like I'm talking to a dude, but I still want to keep it general. But they're thinking that they're going to get away with some shit, and they not. And you know, I could say shit about the government and stuff like that, but there's people that work in the government that understand that really believe in this shit. They're just trying to figure it out, like who's about to explode, essentially. It's a slow process. It's like, that's why you watch certain movies and stuff like that, and it may trigger you. It's like that's them trying to feed you the information about the truth without really just having some nationwide news feed, you know, we're speaking on the truth. Because when the Black Americans find out the truth, they might really go ballistic and go ape shit. You see what they were capable of whenever they try to shoot a black man or a black person. I got my Philly deck here. They end up shooting a man. What's his name? Walter West. And the city went on a riot. Of course, they went about it the wrong way, but it's still a trigger and it's still like a butterfly effect, essentially. They're testing us. They're really trying to see what we're capable of. This is all a social experiment, y'all. Either you wake up or you stay asleep. But the ones that sleep, y'all gonna be collateral. I'm telling you. While the people that's woke is gonna be prepared for a fight. While We're Young is now playing by Janae Aiko. But let's get this soul's truth out. As I open it, it says, what is the most limiting belief keeping me from what I know now? But see what it says, belief? Right in there, it says lie, be lie. So again, it could be Christianity or whatever kind of religious groups that you grew up in that's keeping you stuck. And now it's just like you've been triggered. So some tragic event happened to you where you're being triggered now to really find the truth about what's going on. Because that's another reason why that's happening. You are a chosen one, and when people start messing with God's children, that's when shit is really going to start shaking shit up. That's all I gotta say. And this could have been happening something. This could have been going on since you were young. This is probably why the song is playing. And I said before, I may not get a message from the actual song itself. It could be the title or the artist's name as well as the lyrics. So, but this could have happened while you were young. I mean, we have the page of wands here. Oh no, there wasn't no other symbols. But like I said before, you could be an Aries, could be a Sagittarius, South Node, right? Sagittarius South Node, which means you're a Gemini North Node. Cancer, Leo, Cancer the moon, Leo the sun, Capricorn is the devil, which is also Jesus. If you want to check out my mindfuck, it's the picture with Doctor Strange on it with his third eye open. Oh yeah, and Janae Aiko is an alien. Be mindful what these celebrities dress up for Halloween, because they expose themselves. Megan Thee Stallion dressed up as Melina one year. That's very telling to me. This was during a year, the year that event happened. So that's why I'm side-eyeing her. I mean, I don't hate her, but I'm just, we already know what Melina is about. Now, Cardi B and her daughter dressed up as a witch, right? And then Janae Aiko for Halloween dressed up as an alien. So whenever Halloween comes around, be mindful of what these celebrities dress up as, because they're really exposing themselves. They're really showing you telling you the secrets about who they are. Subliminals. Remember, this is all entertainment. And especially when we look at the artists, there's always some type of innuendo, double entendre, some type of poetry that they try to do. Only certain people will catch it. Most people won't. It's going to go right over everybody's head, and that's fine. But the ones who get it, now you already understand. You're not going to be shocked about the shit that's happening. He's got the power. By the Exciters. You got the power. Oh, wow. What am I most afraid of losing? Did I say don't be afraid? When you are gifted, you shouldn't be afraid of losing everything. You shouldn't be afraid to lose anything. Well, let me just read into it. But it says, as we grow, change, and transform our lives, it requires us to let go of something that was, to make room for what will be. If you were to take a big leap today, would you feel scared of losing love, safety, or belonging? What if it was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of those things because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself? He's got the power. You got the power. Today's soul's action. Name that fear and look at the worst case scenario. Find a solution, take your power back by being certain of who you are and where you're going. Today's mantra, I move forward knowing I am powerful beyond measures. I am loved, I am safe, and I belong. Just so y'all can see that. I'm gonna pull another one. I might pull two more. But see, like I gave these to my cousin because these are oracle cards, not tarot cards. So it's just like, this would have been the first step for him to at least try to, help him out with what he's dealing with. But he gave it to his mom, and I'm pretty sure she either threw him away or is not going to give him to him at all because they think this is the devil work. How? And what experience in your entire life in that church have you dealt with anybody using tarot cards for you to come out your mouth and say it's the devil? Telling you, some of this shit is cat. It's like they be quick to call something the devil, but they don't realize that they are fucking working with the devil in that damn religion. And that's what I'm saying about subliminals. They sit here and they got Jesus' birthday in December, Earth sign, Capricorn. Capricorn is in December. You know who's who? The devil, Capricorn. I said that in my mindfuck reading, my PYTea mindfuck. I'm telling you, check that out. Because I was sitting there going into a relationship, and the next thing you know, I'm talking about the multiverse of madness and Scarlet Witch, and how that movie had subtle innuendos about Jesus and magic and shit. And they also talked about the Illuminati. Come on now. But it says, how can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace in this very moment? I'm not going to read that one because I already have 2 cards here, but, you know, just take that. Just keep that in stock. But it says, am I ready to let go of this buried shame? Come on now. It says, the feeling of shame is the lowest energy frequency there is. When you live in shame, you live in darkness. Line 4, enlightenment and darkenment. Wow, shit. Enlightenment and darkenment. You got the light. Well, they're both lights in some way, because the moon is a light too. But you know, it lights up the night, and this lights up the day. Enlightenment and darkenment. But again, that's an eclipse. That's that revolution, though. Oh wait, did I pick up the right card? Oh yeah, am I ready to let go of this buried shame? The feeling of shame. Oh well, all right. Well, the feeling of shame is the lowest energy frequency there is. When you live in shame, you live in darkness. What part of you is ready to stand in the light? Is there any shame from a past experience that is ready to be healed? I mean, that sexual abuse card came up, so maybe that's some healing that you need to do right there. Shadow work. You know, you really got to recognize that. And really face that. You know, I'm not saying that it was okay that it happened, but you have to accept that it happened to you for a reason. Not saying that you deserved it, but it happened for a reason. You know, I'm not saying you got to be all happy about it, but you know, you can't be ashamed about what happened to you when you had no control over that. My lips is dry as hell. But today's soul's action. Heal the shame by giving it a name. Bring it to light and let it be seen, heard, and healed. It's revival season. Replace the shame with your soul's truth. Fill in the blank. My soul's truth is, and then you add whatever it is that you have shame, or whatever it is whatever that shame is. And last but not least, I probably might read that last card too. But it says, do I surround myself with people who lift me up? Clearly not. But it says, all right, I'll stop, because How Do You Want It is now playing by Tupac and Casey and JoJo. But it says, the people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they have faith in you? Because they use that B word there. Do they help you step into your greatest potential? Today's soul's action. Make a desire list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself, and clarify if there is anyone in your life who no longer serves you, even if that means the woman that birthed you. I don't give a damn. If she's in the way of you ascending to be closer to God, then fuck that bitch. And fuck your dad too. Like, I mean, fuck both of them. No disrespect to your family, but it's annoying when God is calling you to do something that is more important than whatever it is that they are trying to get you to do. Remember, they're just your earthly parents. Don't forget, God is your heavenly Father. So when we die, we still got to answer to Him. So answer to Him now while you're still alive and see how that goes. Because look at where it got me. Again, this is still a humble beginning for me. But I'm not stressed out though. I'm not worried about bills, right? I mean, I got my internet to pay for, but I still, and that's why I haven't really, well, I actually still can play my game right now, but I know my internet is about to cut off soon. But that's still not going to stop me from putting out content. Because again, I got a phone now that I've managed to, I got a free phone, and I end up putting that SIM card into my iPhone. So again, like, I don't have to pay for a phone bill. Just you'll find things along the way that's going to take care of you in the way that you want to be taken care of in a way. But it says, I gotta read that again because I like to go on a tangent. Make a desire list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself, and clarify if there is anyone in your life who no longer serves you. Can you love them from a distance? Exactly. You can love your parents at a distance. You probably need to get the fuck out if you still live with them. And then the last card I'm going to read, and we're going to call it a day. Oh, how does my body wants to move today is at the bottom of that one, but this one is the one that I really need to read to you though. How can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace in this very moment? Growing our self-love is medicine to this world's broken heart. When you heal, we all heal. When you give yourself more grace, you are able to give the world more grace. Today's soul's action. Look at yourself with a grace filter, because it's like in cursive. You are meant to be in the moment of your life. In this moment of your life, release the inner critic and fill that hole with your soul's truth. That you are infinite, you are loved, and you are ready, and you are already there. See? There's that love again. But thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped in some way, shape, or form. Please reach out if this has some type of resonation. If it resonates with you. If you don't want to reach out to me, like I've said before, Goddess Queen Just Me, she's a medium, a very talented and spiritual eye-opener for me. So that will be my first step. If you really want to reach out to someone, she does do personal readings, but it's going to have to cost you though. Also keep that in mind. Now, but touch grass, stay hydrated, and keep that faith. Oh, wait, I forgot. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you like this video, subscribe. And if you're subscribed, check out my playlist. Of course, I'm talking to my YouTubers. Check out my playlist. I got new moon, full moon readings. I do unboxing and flip throughs of oracle and tarot cards, and I do energy readings, which I call the PYTeas. And if you're on Twitch, there's links above. If you're in the apps, there's a link above to my Twitter, my YouTube, and my Tumblr. I forgot I had my Tumblr up there. So please, by all means, click those links, subscribe to me if you really care to support me. Y'all come and watch. I see the views on my Twitch is showing, but can y'all try to support me too, please? And it's not like I'm asking y'all for money. I just, subscribe, help the channel out so I can, live. But thank you guys for watching. Please go touch some grass. Stay hydrated, especially in this heat. And put your faith in God. Keep that faith strong. He's going to lead you where you need to be, where He wants you to be, and where you deserve to be at. It's just going to be a slow start for some of y'all, but you gotta have faith in yourself. But as we end this video, Sparks is playing by Hilary Duff. So Sparks is going to be flying soon. But y'all take care now. I love us for real. Peace.